Can I be smiling? Hi, my name is Andre. I'm here to let you know. The biggest lesson I've learned from the past year is probably the metrics, the data that goes behind video production, how to get tangible results that you can show to your clients so you can prove your value. As a person, I think I just need more discipline. I have a consistency, I have a plan, I have blessings in my life that's allowed me to be in the state that I'm in. And I think it's just all discipline and me executing the plan that I have for myself. I believe I'm successful, and what justifies that is my family, my girlfriend, supporting my sister whenever she's like in a tough spot, and me having the knowledge to tell her what I want to say to myself. I think that's what determines my success. The biggest struggle I'm going through right now is probably just money. Like I need, or not that I really need, I just want more money to scale the things that I'm doing right now. Like I want a bigger car so I can fit more equipment. I want more consistent leads so I can grow my team. So it's just all income for me right now. I gotta say it was my grades from being a freshman and going into my sophomore year of college as a software engineer. I kind of hit a friction point of how school related with my business side, and it made me reflect of what I was doing and what the purpose was, and I ended up switching to data science. I thought it mended well with like the business mind, video production, like analytics type of view that I want to take my business in. That pivot helped me reflect on my past and connect my passion to the education so I can be more consistent with it. This year, I'd like to accomplish posting consistently, like just putting myself out there. I have the work, just networking or expressing it in the right way on social and on LinkedIn. That's one thing I want to see myself do for the rest of the year. It's important in the business aspect for people to like you and know you, just to be a nice person. Like I always try to be a nice person, but like internally to get like validation from others is not a big important thing for me. I think I have a lot of family. I have 7 siblings and they all like me, and that's good enough for me. The last time I experienced a burnout was dealing with a specific client, and when I first got into it, I didn't know anything about budget, and I really just wanted to put some more work under my belt and fill up this space of time that I had that was free. I am glad that I did it because I learned a lot of things that prepared me for the stuff I'm doing now, but it wasn't the right way to go about it. I wish I had the proper steps in place, like the onboarding, discovery, learn more about them instead of just throwing out a number and getting burnt in the long run. I think what genuinely makes me happy now is seeing the success of myself, but the other people around me. Like for example, my sister, I seen she was in a friction point and then she made a pivot, and seeing her success, that really genuinely makes me happy because in the past, I think I was more self-centered and only cared about my goals, how I did in school, and just random aspects in life when you're 15 or 14. But now I have just a more broader vision, and I want to build everybody around me. Back when I was that young, I wanted to be the president. Like all my aunts and uncles, they would call me Mr. President because that was like my whole goal. And I think what was rooted in that was My intelligence, I want that to speak for itself. The way that's pivoted till now, I don't want to be the president, but I still want to be somebody that's well-spoken. I still want to be somebody that you can come to whenever you have a question. I want to have the answers. I want to be just overall educated and a professional in my craft. One thing that didn't happen that I wish that did was my original plan. I feel like ever since high school, I really had a clear vision of where I wanted to take my life. And that was immediately going to school to be a software engineer. But when going through those classes, it just didn't play out in the cards for me. So once I got kicked out of the engineering program, I wondered, what's my next venture? Where do I start into? Because I only knew software engineering. And that's when I looked in and I learned about data science, and I learned about how it relates to marketing and the connection between them. So I was sad that it happened in the first place, but I'm glad that it led me to where I'm at now. The advice I would give my 12-year-old self is just to be nicer to your siblings. Your tongue is so powerful, and what you say really has an effect on people when they're younger. So just try to build everybody up. I know there's some situations, I have a lot of siblings, so there's a lot of tension and there's a lot of stress. So in those moments, being able to see multiple perspectives and being able to conversate like an adult. Something that I feel that was dangerous, or something that I feel like that was a harmful trait that I had early on in my business, was trying to promise things that I wasn't specifically sure of, because I'm a strong believer of being a man of your word, and I would give myself these tight deadlines, like, oh, it's going to be ready in 4 days, it's going to be ready in 3 days, like, oh, I can get you first thing in the morning. And whenever I realized that it wasn't enough time that I allocated for myself, and I have people coming back to me expecting where my product is, it kind of loses the credibility in myself. So I would give myself more leeway, so you can over-deliver on your promises rather than under-deliver on your shortcomings. One thing I struggle with when telling my parents things is my accomplishments. Like, I always want to wait until everything's perfect to present something to them, because I feel like my raw concepts and my early stages are so precious, and me throwing them out there, I don't want the expectation weighing down on them. And I come from like my early beginnings of doing really well in school, and it gave the persona that everything was easy, like, for me. And once I finally hit like struggle points and pain points, I don't like to express them. I like to work them through, and then I just like them to see like the final, like, shiny, polished, finished project instead of the work that was put into it. But I realized that that's what makes the final product so good, them seeing the hard work and them seeing the failures, and then me finally achieving them. So that's one thing that I struggle to tell my parents that I do want to work on. Yeah, I have a long family of people I have a long family of men in my family that went to the military or went to the Navy or went to the Air Force. Both of my grandpas, like 5 of my uncles, and my dad, they all have some military type of background, and I told them straight up, that's not gonna be me. Like, I'm not going to the military. I'm gonna use my brain to work things out. Like, I'm nipping that in the bud right now. Yeah, if I knew that this stuff was only gonna make me 40,000, honestly, what would I do? It would be a really hard pivot because, like I said, I always had like a straight vision of where I think I would be in life. But honestly, I would go into acupuncture. I know I always wanted to do like cupping, and like the person who does like all the 1,000 needles in your back, I always found it like really cool. So if this doesn't pan out, I might be with your next plastic surgeon, Dr. Miami. You're doing a good job at taking information, retaining it, acting on it, and just being a sponge. There's so much new information, there's so many new connections, and you're doing a great job of soaking it all up and trying to make a plan for it. Even if you don't have it right now, you're doing a great job at figuring it out.
Love that. Easy, my boy.
Easy.
Good stuff,
Thank
man.
you.